Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Jen and I am a self-taught nail enthusiast. And today I'm playing with the stuff that I got in the Colorful July Valentine's box. If you missed my unboxing of like PR, I'll have it linked down below. That's where I opened this up. And so I'm gonna go ahead and play with some of this stuff today. So let's get started. Okay, so a little bit about Colorful July. They're actually a startup company and they sell nail products at an affordable price. Right now they have like a Children's Day sale going on. I'm not sure how long that lasts, but you can save 20% off. They also have like a BOGO deal going on as well. On top of that, you can save 10% when you use my code. So I'll have that linked down below and also have the code up on screen for you guys. I have a lot of codes. It's hard to remember them sometimes. But I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right in and show you what I wanna use today for my nail set. So I wanna use some of their foils. I'm trying to decide between this one here, which is just like plain pink hearts, or the rainbow one. It's like rainbow neon. I feel like this is more like summery, spring, bright in your face, and less like Valentine's Day. So I think that's why I'm gonna go with this one, and I can kind of like possibly dress it up with some more polishes. I'm going for like a super simple like French look today. I don't want to go like too crazy. And then I'm going to use one of their nude polishes here, and then just some of their nail art stuff. So these are color changing hearts. I don't know if you can see them. And these were just like these pearlescent hearts, which I thought were so cute. And then these guys, there's like a bunch of different shapes in here, but they're like pearlized, almost like shimmery. They're really cute. So there's like hearts and diamonds and stars and all that fun stuff. And then I think this is the one that I want to use today. Nope, that's not it, but that's the other one that came in the box. This is the one I'm gonna use. It's just pink. And then I might pull some like neon gel polishes from my own collection to kind of jazz things up. So I have to get my foil glue and then we'll get started. I already have my tips on. These are just some Born Pretty like coffin tips that I dug out of my drawer. So I'm using the Makartt nail foil glue simply because that's the only one I own. So that's the one I'm going to use today. And I start with a super thin coat. Like that's so important. You don't want to like glob this stuff on. I did just buff my tips as well. So I'm just gonna start with my thumb. I think I want to rotate between like ombre and French tips, so that's what I'm gonna do. This one is gonna be an ombre. So again, I'm just doing like a super even like thin coat of this. This stuff smells like a nail salon. Like there's not too many products that I use that have like awful smells, but this stuff really like stinks. I don't know if they all smell that bad, but this one certainly does. And I'm shaking so bad. I apologize. So I'm going for like a clearer tip. I don't want to put anything on the background of the foil. I want my tips to be clear, which I don't usually do that. So hopefully it turns out all right. Okay, so then this has to cure for 60 seconds before we can stick the foil on. And you have to let it cool down a little bit. So I usually give it like 30 seconds after I've taken it out of the lamp before I apply the foil. All right, so I'm just gonna cut a little strip off so that I can get what I want. And for this one, like I said, I'm gonna do the ombre. So I'm only gonna put it to about like a third of the way up my natural nail. It's a big piece, but whatever. All right, so I let my nail cool down, and now I'm gonna go in and I'm trying to think like which way. I think I want it to go this way. Alright, and then I just start pressing. I start pressing and rubbing and just trying to get this on the nail as best I can. And then I like to take like a cloth. This has alcohol on it, but it's not going to do anything. And I just like to rub with this because I can like add pressure as best I need. So sometimes the foil will start to lift away on its own, which it's doing, and then I can just pull it off. And then you just kind of pray that everything is stuck down and nice. And it did. All right. So I think I'm going to do this to my pinky and my index finger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the French nails first. So let me get my gel brush. All right. So I'm going to use this guy. And I'm gonna basically paint like my smile line on here, just so that I have that in place before I lay the foils down. For this one, I'm just gonna paint over it with the pink. So I just have my little dish here that I'm gonna rest my hands on. I do need to put like some top coat on my brush, first and foremost. It's really important, in my opinion. I think it just makes the cream gels glide better when you do that. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel. I get that mixed into the brush nicely, and then I'm just gonna scoop up some of this. And it's super creamy. Oh my gosh. I hope it's pigmented. Yes, ma'am, she is. It's very, like, it's almost, like, normally I feel like these cream gels are much thicker. This reminds me so much of like a gel polish. It's so weird. Try to get back into that cuticle area. So if you guys are wondering why I've been like MIA, we went away for the weekend for my son had a soccer tournament, and then I came back and I was sick. And I mean, I was dying. My voice is still kind of not back to normal yet. I'm very much like, I sound like Kermit the Frog. Or at least I think I do anyways. But yeah, I just felt awful. Like I was not surviving at all. Very pigmented, but weirdly thin in a way. Like it's very strange texture. I just want to clean this up a bit. It's definitely like a little messier than I was expecting. It's like kind of like runny in a weird way. I want to clean it up so that I have like a nice deep smile line. I just don't know if this is the brush to do that, but we'll see. Yeah, it's like getting everywhere when I try to clean it up, which is so annoying. Let me get my alcohol out, guys. I don't know what's going on here. All right, I'm gonna clean this up off camera and I'll be back. Real quick, I went in with a liner brush. I had to wipe it off because I had to make the tip like flush, otherwise it looked really bad. But I went in with a liner brush and just like scoped out my smile line and how I wanted to look, and made my life so much easier. So I just went ahead and kind of like sketched out where I wanted my smile line to be, and then I just filled it in with this brush, and oh my god, guys, so much easier than what I was trying to do. I don't, you know when you like don't do your nails for a while and then you like forget how to do it? But anyways, that's the easiest way. Go in with a liner brush first, sketch out what you want. All right, I'm gonna do 2 coats of this, I think, maybe 3, and I'm gonna do the same thing on my ring finger. So far, this is what we're working with. Got my smile lines, and now I'm working on the ombre. I did 1 thin layer, and then I just took this little spongy guy and like tapped out the edge. So I just want to show you how I did that. So I don't really have a lot of like polish on my brush. I'm just kind of using whatever like excess I had, and I'm starting right at the tip, and then I'm not going to add more, and then I'm just kind of like, so glad you guys can see, Jesus. I'm just kind of like feathering it with the tip like down over the edge, trying not to put like a lot of pressure so I don't get too much like polish from this brush. And then I just take my little spongy doohickey thing and I just tap out the edge like so. This thing makes it so easy to do ombres when you're doing them like this, so I appreciate it. I do. The only issue is there's freaking cat hair on it and it's driving me insane. Okay. So super easy. I will say this polish, it's a little patchy. I don't know if that's normal for like cream gels. I don't use them that often, but it took 3 layers to get to this opaqueness, and you can like see the brush strokes, which I kind of don't like. I'm hoping that once I top coat it, that'll go away, but I feel like gel polish is just a lot more like clean looking in my opinion than this stuff. But hey, it's still a pretty color, it still goes, so we make it work here. Okay, I'm gonna cure this up. Like I said, I'm gonna do the same thing on my pinky and I think my index finger. I might do something different, I don't know, we shall see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start putting the foil on the rest of the fingers. I decided I'm gonna do a full foil on the index finger just to make it different. I don't wanna like, you know, just do a bunch of French nails basically. So let's go ahead and get that one done first. Just trying to make sure every single inch is covered with this gel. And then I'm gonna put it on the 2 other fingers as well, the French ones, just to get that over with. So I gotta be careful not to get it on where the gel polish is though, so I gotta watch out for that. I think we're good. I didn't do like super deep smile lines because I wasn't sure, I don't know, if the design would show up, so I just kind of kept it like simple, you know, more of like a thicker French. I guess a traditional French rather. So let me go ahead and cure these guys, and then I'll do the pinky off camera because it's the same as my thumb. So okay, so this is what we're working with so far. I went ahead and I top coated everything and I buffed everything because I want to add a little bit of like detail in here. I feel like it just needs a little something something. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some holographic top coat to my pinky and my thumb, just where the ombre is, because let's be honest, this ombre is pretty bad, honey. And a little secret, when your ombre is shit, just add some glitter on top of it. Yeah, it was pretty bad, so I'm hiding it. I am hiding it with a glitter top coat from Makartt, and I do have a code with Makartt. I'll have it linked down below. I use a lot of their stuff just because I have it like readily available on my desk. But yeah, let's see. Oh, so much better. So much better. I mean... Yeah, I did it on my thumb and it's like just immediately improved. Okay, so let me go ahead and cure that, and then I'm gonna use this pink shade that I have from Rosalind, and I'm just gonna add like some details around the nails with this color. I think it goes so well with the pattern and it's just gonna make things like pop, which is what I'm looking for right now. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to outline like the fringe and then like the tip itself, because I think that will just help things stand out a bit. And then I might also outline like this whole nail and maybe just like the ends of the ombre ones. We'll see. But for starters, let's start with these guys. Sorry. I'm still dealing with this stupid cold and it is driving me absolutely insane. All right, I'm not the best with a liner brush, so don't judge me. I do my best. I do what I can. I'm not the greatest at it, but I work hard trying to practice. So, this is such a pretty color. So I'll be reviewing the set that this polish came from in a later video, but I really like this color, just caught my eye. And it's funny because it's mostly like neutral colors, and then there was like this and another pink. But yeah, it's a really pretty shade. I shake so bad when I'm doing lines, and my hands are just like naturally shaky because of medication that I take. So I just try to like take a deep breath and then, you know, do the line. And yeah, I drew a little happy face over here. I don't know how that happened, but so I just try to like take a deep breath and then draw. I had to do it in sections. Like, I'm not one of those people that can just do it all in one step too. That's just not me. If you have any tips, please let me know. Whew, okay, got that part done. Oh my gosh. All right, one done. Oh yeah, I think that just like totally brought out like the spunk of things. Like, it just, I don't know, I think that really worked. Okay, I'm gonna do that to my middle finger, and I don't know if I'm gonna do the other ones, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna clean that up, and then I'm gonna cure these. I might do 2 coats just to make it like really vibrant and noticeable, but so far I'm loving the way that that just kind of like made everything stand out a little bit more. I don't know, I was feeling a little bored. It was a little boring, I'm not gonna lie. But all right, let me clean up, cure, and then I'm gonna decide what the heck I'm gonna do with the rest of the nails. Okay, so far, this is what we're working with. I decided to go ahead and outline all of the nails because I think it just it needed that pop of color. And in my opinion, it brought everything together. So now it is time to bling. As usual, I'm using my Makartt bling gel, and then I'm using this little kit that came in the kit that I got the butterflies from. I'll have a link down below. And then this is the Chameleonic Charms from ColorfulJuly. That's what came in the box, and they are color changing hearts, and they kind of match the same pink that I used. Oh god, what a mess. Oh well, at least they're in the lid and I can just grab them. Ah! So when I put them in the lamp, they'll change colors, which is really cool. So that's what I'm going to use today. So when I bling, I just like to chill and bling. So I'm going to put some music on and let's get to it. Here we are, guys. This is the finished look. I am absolutely obsessed. I want to say thank you so much to ColorfulJuly for sending me their products to try out, and I hope that they really love my interpretation on what I did, and I hope that I showcased their products really well in this nail look. So thank you so much once again for watching. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell notification button before you leave so you never miss a mani with me. Bye guys!